Hello. Welcome to Super Metroid Item Randomizer. Are we live? Am I on the internet? I am on the internet. Oh my god. Hope everybody is excited for this excellent matchup. We have two runners, Mumu Diddy and Metroid MST, two titans of the chain damage group here, getting ready to start up. I see neither runner is using the icon cancel, which is a setting that does nothing but make the run harder. Hello, Smokey. Thank you for our Smokey for our official energy tank and reserve tank tracker in the chat. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. I'm excited to watch this match. Mumu Diddy and Metroid MST are both actually in my division, so I get to scout out some competition here. And let's check out their standings. I think Mumu Diddy is... Let's see. Wow, these are like divisions. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Metroid MST is at the top of the division with 22 points in first place. Mumu Diddy not far behind in fifth with 16 points. So this should be a really excellent race. Ooh, it looks like we are off. Getting started. Puyo Puyo Tetris. Namehe Namehe Purimo Puyo Tetris. I love Puyo Puyo, by the way. It is a fantastic game. On par with Tetris, if you ask me. For Mumu Diddy, we have a timer currently of cat eyes. So that's interesting. I imagine perhaps he's got Blat timer underneath there and is just trying to save people from having some reactions. Mumu Diddy does have Moonfall on, gonna drop real fast here, down through the platforms. I didn't see if Metroid MST turned it on or not. Spring Ball for first non-morph item is getting called. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We are about to find out, though. I'm thinking Ice Beam, actually. Ice Beam is one of those items that you're sort of relieved to get early, but then also is annoying enough that you just turn it off because you don't want to freeze enemies. And actually, we just have a regular E-Tank. There's our first E-Tank of the game. Means they're going to have to go get Morph Ball from the ceiling. The League randomizer settings will always ensure that Morph Ball is either vanilla Morph Ball or up in the ceiling here, where runners will have to do a deboost that we just finished up doing to grab that ceiling item without high jump or bombs or space jump or anything. And Power Bombs is the first miner. This seed is just being super nice already. Our runners will not need to have to dig around every nook and cranny to do Power Bombs, and Mumu's going to actually go up and check Billy May's location. This is a play I really like, and I make this same play as well. Because you want to make sure you don't miss those first super missiles, which can also be a big blocker for these. Metroid MST doing the backup deboost using that Gamer, and super happy to find his Power Bombs as well. And also going to go check Billy Mays. So we have two Billy Mays checks, and there are super missiles up there. So those could be the first super missiles. Fortunately, both runners are going to pick them both up, so everybody will be set for miners. Like, they won't necessarily... they'll need to get more, but at least they don't have to worry about checking a lot of out-of-the-way miners. To make sure they find them, they'll just pick up the ones that are in the way, most likely, and unless they don't find Charge Beam, will be very content to just collect miners as they go. More missiles on first missiles. The required, is this even randomized? Yes, it is, because in case you forgot, Morph Ball was in the ceiling and is generally not where it's found. And Mumu's gonna head over. We'll see if Mumu's doing meme route or just checking this miner. does have an energy tank and plenty of ammo. There's more supers, so even if somebody hadn't checked Billy Mays, they likely would have checked this item and gotten it there. He is just collecting miners, so not going to go meme route. It's a viable route given what they have. They can check most of the stuff and have enough energy to get through the leg warmer grasshopper guys. Metroid MST not checking that item to the left of Morph Ball. Gonna make up a little bit of time here. We'll see if it checks below Old Mother Brain, and it looks like he is. So they're both gonna pick up another set of power bombs. John, I would assume that anything related to memeing is worth doing for you. I don't understand. And here we have the 15 wall jump climb. I made that number up. I have no idea if it's accurate. It's probably not quite accurate. A dozen or so. It's not memeing. It's too passé. It's not actually memeing anymore. Well, that's sad. I thought it was still memeing. Mumu sitting at 10-10-10. See if he checks 230. Nope. Avoiding dental plan missiles. Probably going to head over to Bomb Torizo now. We'll see what we find there. Metroid MST, on the other hand, is going to check the dental plan missiles. 230. Lisa needs braces. Oh, and gets some more super missiles. So that's handy. And speed booster at Bomb Torizo. Gotta go fast. Let's go. I like getting speed booster at Bomb Torizo. I prefer if I don't have any bombs though, but getting speed is, I don't know, it's just a fun item to have early, even if you don't have high jump. Metroid MST did not skip Mother Brain missiles. He skipped the the Retro Brinstar power bombs. And it looks like Mumu Diddy's going to head to Gauntlet. See if he decides to refill before actually doing this. Yeah, he's gonna powerbomb that and then refill. Metroid MST also heading, looks like is also heading the Gauntlet. With 10 power bombs and an extra E-tank, it's fairly safe to get through Gauntlet. We'll see what awaits them at the end. Funny enough, they both have 10-10-10 for checking different items. Oh, Mumu, get out of there. Alright, he's fine. Those bottom yapping moths will drain your health real quick when that lava's there. Gotta be careful. They do have supers, so they can kill them if they want to. And just an E-tank up here. We'll see if Mumu decides to take it. He does. Could be looking at doing some hell runs when they get to Norfair, so not a bad idea to pick this up instead of resetting. Mumu, get out of the lava! Okay. I can just feel myself going slower when you're stuck in the lava without gravity. Metroid MST deciding to go up the front. Doesn't care about the miners in back. Doesn't want to risk dying maybe to the much harder half of the Gauntlet. So just gonna go up the front. I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. And Mumu's gonna find power bombs and missiles. Getting that third power bomb pack is nice, just in case you don't find ice. I'm trying to think of more words that rhyme there, but that's all I got. You can kill the Metroids at the end in Turian with 3 power bombs, and Mumu not forgetting to get his Terminator item, which is Space Jump. Far and away the best item in the game. Just ask John. And looks like Metroid MST is heading to Wreck Ship. This is perhaps the earliest Wreck Ship I have seen. This is a big gamble. Skipping all of the green Brinstar checks. Having second thoughts, deciding. Oh, he's going to do the speed skip to get across moat. This is a bold play. I like the chutzpah here. He's got speed booster, so he can actually get every item in Wreck Ship. He's got 15 missiles now for Fantoon. This is a bold play. You don't see a lot of Wreck Ship before Green Brinstar. We'll see if it pays off. And vanilla speed booster strats to get through to the early PBs. Early supers, sorry. And rewarded with a bunch more supers. Oh, and Plasma at Brinstar Reserve. That's certainly a nice item to find. Oh, careful, Mumu. You only have 40 energy. And Metroid MST heading down to a very early first boss. Metroid MST just noticing that his cat eyes are covering up his timer. He'll be fixing that shortly. I thought that was intentional. Seemed intentional to me. It's an adorable cat photo, so I'm fine with it. Moving a fast pattern for Metroid. It doesn't get the opening, but we'll get the follow-up here. And gets 6 missiles in on the first round. And a few more in the second round. Gotta be careful here, he's only got 109 health. And Fantoon's gonna do quite a bit of damage to him with every hit. So, gotta be careful. Playing it safe. Getting an opening and then just waiting in a corner, clearing it out. And cleans him up. Nicely done. Very clean, safe Fantoon. And Mumu finding more supers. Already up to 30. That's the number you look for Ridley. 30 supers to kill Ridley. A lot more to get through Mother Brain, but hopefully you find charge before you get there. Mumu remembering to jump over the speed trap that the Decora set up for you. And we'll see if this very early Wreck Ship gamble pays off for Metroid. Meanwhile, Mumu gonna do the wave gate glitch. He's got more than enough supers to do this. And looks like he got it there, yeah, third try. Nicely done. So far, just an E-Tank and Wreck Ship. We'll see. Although I'm sure Metroid will be happy to find that. Because he's going to have to go through Spiky Death Room of Death. And having more energy there always feels nice. And just an E-Tank at Wave Gate as well. question is, where will we find our first reserve tank? Will Wreck Ship be 3 more reserve? Oh, and Varia suit at Charge Beam location. Oh, that is not what Metroid MST wanted Mumu to find there. That's gonna well, it could still work out, but we'll see. Finding Varia, along with Plasma already and Space Jump, you're real close to being able to just do the optimal Kraid, Ridley, Dragon, Phantoon route that the randomizer. Oh my god, and Gravity suit underneath. Both suits are at Charge and Waterway? What is this? Just another E-Tank. So yeah, Mumu has everything he needs to go to Lower Norfair now, directly to Lower Norfair. He's almost in go mode, honestly. If he finds Charge, he has everything he needs. That is an insane big pink. So, what items are left that Metroid MST can find that'll make this worth it? High jump would be nice, but as we can see, it's not required. Charge Beam would again be nice and could make up some time to not have to check minors. Careful. Alright, you're good. Alright. Spiky Room of Death does not claim another victim. We're through. And I will just about guarantee you that Mumu goes down here, given that he's already found both suits and speed. He can do all of Lower Norfair, he can do Kraid, he can do all of Meridia, and he's gonna check X-Ray on his way down as well. Makes sense. Still would like to find Charge. Oh man, if Charge is at X-Ray, and like Ice is at Spazer, and then Wave is at Kraid E-Tank or something, that would be ridiculous. So far, Wreck Ship has had nothing except E-Tanks. Screw Attack, oh my god. Well, that's nice to find too for Lower Norfair. Metroid MST is not getting rewarded for his very bold play for going to Lower North or going to Wreck Ship early. We'll need to be careful here if he wants to make sure he gets through the spikes and can check what is at the reserve tank. I think MST is just planning to get the item no matter what it is. So if you're going to go up there and get it anyway, it's faster to just do that rather than check it. He may not... Mumu, what are you doing? You have plasma. I guess he was just used to every item being amazing in his way, and instead picks up Spacer, thinking that must be awesome because it's in his way. See where Mumu goes now. He's going to blow up the tube, I assume, on his way through. I don't think he's going to do Meridia at this point. I'm not sure what he would be looking for. He'll probably clean out Kraid and then head down through Norfair. Spring Ball! Okay. Wreck Ship loaded. Totally worth it. Probably not what Metro MST was hoping. He was actually probably hoping for an E-Tank there so that he had more health for this spark here to check. I think 64 is enough to get it up, though. To get up the check. Yeah. Yeah, Brinstar was the most stacked Brinstar I've seen in a lot of rounds, and nicely done. Metroid MST doing some... Oh, and he finds Charge Beam! Okay, I think that's the best he could have hoped for, knowing what we know. It's definitely nice and means he doesn't have to check, especially because once he goes through Brinstar, he'll pick up Plasma. he will know that he does not have to check any miners. Meanwhile, Mumu checking out Kraid, gonna try to keep him from going to the big dance. Oh, a little bit late with that first super. Kraid's mouth got a little too wide. He's gonna have to let him stand up, get ready for prom, wait a little bit, and shoot some more supers. But not too long. Cleans it up very quickly, and we'll get to see what amazing item is at Kraid, or at Varia location. Any tank. He's gonna take. I don't blame him. An interesting thing is that if Mumu does the route that I kind of assume he'll do, he will probably never check gravity location. So he's gonna start at some point deciding to use miners from Mother Brain, and will start going out of his way to find more supers from Mother Brain. That will slow his route down a little bit. So we'll see if that allows enough time for Metroid MST to catch up. Hey, there's our first reserve tank, and Mumu noping right out of there. Metroid MST picking up space jump, probably wishing it had that for wreck ship. Get over the spikes would have made it a little bit easier. I think one of the things you have to keep in mind is that there are more restrictions on where gravity and Varia can be, just because there's a lot of areas that the game won't allow them to spawn to make it easier, right? It's not going to spawn at Space Jump, it's not going to spawn at Plasma, it's not going to spawn at Left Sandpit, and it can't spawn in the first two items, or in Terminator, or in Gauntlet, if my remembering is correct. So, there's a lot fewer places for it to spawn, which means it's more likely going to be at the ones that it can spawn in. Let's see what we've got at high jump now. We're starting to get a little bit low on height. Oh, vanilla high jump! Oh, that's just a wonderful thing. Isn't that just great? That's just wonderful. I like that. Everybody's going to be happy to find that. We'll see if Mumu decides to check Bubble Mountain on the way in or on the way out. With the gear that Mumu has, it's totally viable to do it either side of your Lower Norfair. The only thing that they'd be looking for would be charge. They have everything else they need to do a very quick Lower Norfair. Definitely not betting on Croc at this point. Yeah, he is going to head straight down. Not even going to bother checking Bubble Mountain. He's probably going to hope to find charge either at Ridley or Fireflea. He may even skip GT and just start picking up miners. Metroid MST is about to hit the jackpot in Big Pink. Going to find all of basically all the items you're looking for when you run through this game. Well, we can do some calculations. If Mumu goes out of the way for some miners and finds, you know, we say 6 more super packs, and oh, Metroid MST, did he get that? Oh, that's a much harder gate setup to do it that way. Let's see if he can get this. It's a interesting and cool setup that you don't see a lot. You can actually do it horizontally and still get the gate glitch. Oh, looks like he's switching to the other one. And very quick green gate glitch by Mumu. As we have Metroid MST trying to do the wave gate glitch. And he did get it. Alright, nice job. With one super to spare. Just an energy tank, and Mumu's gonna nope out of that. Oh, I lied. He's picking it up. Perhaps hoping for a stand-up glitch. Anyway, as I was saying, if Mumu picks up 6 more super packs and 8 more missile packs, that's another over a minute just in fanfares. That Metroid MST doesn't have to if he doesn't want to have. So it could make a fairly significant difference, depending on how out of the way Mumu goes for miners. Additionally, if you want that Metroid, I guess he's going to get it on the way back. He's going to be very happy. He's going to be very happy that he came here, and probably a little worried that he's very far behind. And as you see Mumu going over to Mickey Mouse missiles, you also have to factor in all of the time he's spending going to check and get these miners. And if he ends up finding missiles or power bombs instead of supers, it's going to add quite a bit of time. Metroid MST, probably not going to skip Varia. Generally, runners like to pick that one up. See if Mumu checks Firefly before going down to Ridley, the Pelican guy. Does not. Decides doesn't really need charge. Has 40 supers. That's more than enough. And he's full. Doesn't have to farm. Commentator's curse. What did I curse? Oh. Curse looking for miners that he won't find any? I said nothing about whether or not he would. I just said he was going for it. I don't want to curse anybody. I want both runners to have fun. That's all. If anything, I cursed Metroid MST by being so impressed by the super early wreck ship play. And then he found nothing but, well, he found charge. So we'll see if that makes a difference. It's going to be a good race. And Mumu deciding not even going to leave missiles behind, is just going to try to pick up everything he can. Metroid MST likes that screw attack. That makes lower Norfair so much easier. Mumu has a ton of miners to check still, so I wouldn't worry too much. He hasn't done any of Bubble Mountain. There's a bunch of miners there. Wow, look at those. Did he get 6 supers from that guy? That's ridiculous. That's a very unlikely drop. And then 6 ammo from the other one. Maybe, or 6 health drops from the other one. That's a very odd distribution there. Mumu going into his second boss, gonna throw 30 supers over at Ridley. Supers do double damage to Ridley. They do 600 instead of 300. Ridley has 18,000 health, and Mumu has 7 extra, plus 25 missiles and 14 power bombs that he can use in the event that something funny happens. Metroid MST correctly avoiding Spazer, saving some time there. Pretty sure Ridley's dead at this point. Just needs to get picked up. Yep. And he explodes. Thanks to all the supers that we shoved into him. Goodbye, Pelican. It was nice. And Vanilla E-Tank for Ridley. And Mumu falling down, trying to get out of there. We'll see as Metroid MST comes up on Kraid if Metroid MST can get the kill here. At this point, both runners really, well, I should say Metroid MST really only is looking for ice. And even that is really optional. I'm sure he'll find another power bomb pack at some point. Or could even try to go in with 10 if he wanted. And really nice, great quick kill by Metro. Nicely done. Mumu getting the speed ball out. It's a little bit faster than bombing those, especially when you have to use power bombs, which are really slow and laggy. Let's see if Mumu... he's still checking majors, so I think he's still hoping to find charge or ice. Just an E-tank here. So those are really the only two items that could help him. Bombs are nice for Torian in case you get grabbed by Metroids, but if you don't have ice, then you're just getting grabbed by them anyway. Find some more supers at the PBs, the Lower Norfair PBs. And just missiles here, but he'll probably pick those up too. Metro MST about to find the best movement item in the game in its vanilla location. Nice high jump boots to find there. I guess Mumu, without Spring Ball, decides it's not worth going through that maze. He's going to hope for more supers elsewhere. Just missiles, but that's one more item check closer. He needs, at a minimum, he needs 4 more super packs and 1 more missile pack in order to not have to refill and come back. He could do it with less, but it's much better if you don't have to refill and come back. That would lose a lot of time. But like I said, he has 5 minor locations in Bubble Mountain that he can check, along with some majors. There's some more supers already. Metroid MST going down. We'll see if I missed where Metroid MST got wave. Was that in Wreck Ship? No, that wasn't Wreck Ship. Yeah. Metroid MST is using the southern route to head to Lower Norfair. Wave was at ice, which I guess Mumu never checked. Oh yeah, you got high jump and then went straight over. Oh, and bombs. Bombs at reserve. That's and Mumu not picking them up. I feel like that, if you're already in there checking it, then it's worth picking up, but I guess he thinks with 20 power bombs, he doesn't care about bombs. We'll see if Metroid MST checks GT. Not checking GT would save quite a bit of time. I guess since he checked ice, maybe he's going to. Oh, there's more supers. Mumu is getting very, very lucky with these minor checks, finding supers most of the time. So he's almost at the ammo he needs. He needs one more super and one more missile pack in order to have enough. And with all the miners that are in Meridia that are really quick to check, like Aqueduct and Crab supers and Main Street missiles. If he checks Mama Turtle, that's another one. Is probably banking on having more than enough miners. Metroid MST not checking GT, so they may feel completely comfortable with what they've got and are just going for the finish at this point. They have everything they need to finish the game right now. They would need to get a little bit lucky on Metroid drops to get PBs since they don't have ice. Yeah, and by minor checks in Meridia, we do not mean Shack Tool, even though Shack Tool is a minor. Really nice short charge by Mumu to get those Main Street missiles. That's a really tight. I think most people do a 3-tap there, maybe a stutter 3. Nicely done. Picks up his missiles that he needs, and looks like he's just checking what's at Crab supers. Just regular missiles. Probably hoping for supers there because that would have been all of the ammo that he needs. Instead, he's just going to head over to Aqueduct and probably check those 2 miners. And there he goes. Just missiles at the first one. Needs that super pack. He doesn't need it, but it would certainly feel a lot better. And just missiles at the second one too. Alright, we got Metroid MST going into Ridley. With his Charged Wave Plasma, it's a little more than 20 shots. I think it's 26 or 28 shots. I forget. But with that amount of health in both suits, I'm sure Metroid MST feels pretty comfortable. As well as having Screw Attack to just jump through Ridley whenever you want. Mumu making fast work of the worm. The Sneck. Die monster, you don't belong in this world. Grapple. It's an interesting way to kill the bugs. No need for grapple at this point. Unless you were worried about your Dragon kill and wanted to have that for a backup. Metroid MST decided to pick that up. He may decide to do stand-up glitch, so having a little extra health to make sure you can stand-up glitch is worthwhile. We'll see what items Metroid MST checks on the way out. Could skip basically anything, or could look for ice. He won't find it. We haven't seen ice yet. We don't know where it's at. It's either at Croc or somewhere in Meridia at this point. More missiles. He has one more missile pack, either super or regular, away from having enough ammo. Although, if you're doing Mother Brain with ammo, you probably would like a little bit of extra leeway. A couple extra packs would definitely be nice, rather than having the exact amount. They both have speed. Speed was at Bomb Teresa. Oh, the location. Sorry. I was like, What do you mean we haven't seen speed? Yeah, I think you're right. We haven't seen speed yet either. He checked the reserve and he checked weight, but he didn't check speed. At least not that I saw. And shoutouts to Goop. Uses ammo. He's got plenty of missiles and supers. And nicely done. Gets his blue suit. Not even going to check space jump. It is only if you open the doors first and then go back and refill. This would be enough ammo. Otherwise, you would need either 9 more missiles or 3 more supers. I believe. Although my math could be wrong. He basically has 40-60 right now. Oh yeah, no, that's enough. It's enough, but he'd have to refill, right? Because he would only have 4 extra missiles to open doors. And he needs more than that. Yeah, he'll pick some up on the way. He has at least miners, and I think if he doesn't find it there, he could check the red tower miners. There's 3 miners in red tower right at the top there. And he did go through gauntlets, so we can't check those. But the chance of none of those being missiles or supers is pretty low. I guess one shot at Ponkfish, but not killing it. Just teaching it a lesson, I guess. It's true, it doesn't have charge. Although, I mean, you do shoot stuff too. At this point, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it does look like MST is looking for ice. It might be at speed. We have not seen speed yet. That is not an orange door. That is muscle memory taking over from any percent run you have ever done. Actually, any run ever. Just an E-tank at speed. So no ice beam for Metroid MST yet. And there's some missiles for Mumu. So that is, I think, math is so hard. Yeah, he has enough now that he wouldn't have to refill. I think he has exactly enough that he could open all the doors, or maybe he's a little bit extra. So he's got the ammo he needs. We'll see if he checks anything else just to make sure. Or if he makes the cosmic brain play of going to get charged at this point, just knowing that it's probably at gravity. I don't know how he would know that. Yeah, I'm gonna pick those missiles up too. Those might be the last miners he checks, so a little extra leeway never hurt. Yeah, it's gotta be... Metro MST has to be looking for ice. It has every other major item. It knows where Spazer is, skip that. So unless he wants X-ray to get something, but I guess the other consideration for ammo is whether or not Mumu can do the speed Zeb skip, because without ice, he won't be able to do the standard ice Zeb skip, and if he needs to use ammo with the Zebatites because he doesn't know the speed Zeb skip, he will have to kill them with missiles and refill. Well, Metroid MST has charge. Mumu does not. Charge was at Gravity Suit location, and I doubt Mumu is going to be checking that. I think of all the locations that Mumu would check, Gravity is the least likely. If he was going to check Gravity, he probably would have checked, like, Croc. If he wanted charge that bad. Oh, sorry, Wreck Ship Reserve. Both locations are not getting checked by Mumu. Unless he decides to like go out attic to check it, but I can't see why anybody would make that play. Yeah, Mumu has given up on ice, so hopefully, I mean, I don't know. I don't know whether or not Mumu does the ice zeb skip or the speed zeb skip or not, but they have the right ammo count, so hopefully they remembered that they don't have ice. Oh yeah, Spring Ball. He's got to go get Spring Ball, right? Oh, he is still checking more minors. He might be looking for those extra supers to make the Zebtites go away quicker. Get out of my way, Atomic. And Metroid MST saying, hey, with Plasma in charge, I don't have to worry about Botwoon's stupid hitbox. I can just stand here and shoot leg beams, and he is dead. Nicely done. No, it's 2 dead snakes. Metroid MST, I look into my crystal ball and predict that we'll probably check the Dragon item, and that's it. And we'll hope that that is ice. That's a good refill for Mumu. You're not going to get 45 super drops from the Metroid, so. Yeah, we haven't seen X-Ray, we haven't seen Ice, and I presume there's some random E-tanks and reserves that we haven't seen. Really nice Dragon from Metroid MST right now. And I think we'll finally get to see what is behind Dragon. Oh no, he killed him off screen. Oh, we'll get to see what's behind Dragon in like 17 minutes. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Alright. For those of you that don't know, if you kill Dragon off screen, I think when he's sort of still going to the left, but is off screen, he falls back down to the screen, but he falls to the left. So he has to wrap all the way around the entire map and back around while he's falling down. And that takes about 17 minutes, if I remember. It is dead. We just have to wait for the cutscene. Metroid MST letting Mumu know that he killed Dragon off edge. I don't think, unless something crazy happens to Mumu, it doesn't seem like it would have made a difference in the race, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't think MST has saved in a long time. Probably since Wreck Ship, if I remember right. Well, in the meantime, let's watch Mumu Diddy. See if Mumu can get the baby skip here. It doesn't have wave beam, so maybe they're not going to go for baby skip, actually. They're Go for the baby skip. I mean the baby skip. Or the baby skip. His name is Skip, so it's the baby skip. Baby skip. Oh. I wonder... Well, that's not good. Hey, thank you. Some quality, crisp impressions, am I right? Yeah. And it looks like Metroid MST's emulator just crashed, so I think Dragon flew all the way through out of bounds into some program memory and decided that it was gonna just mess everything up. We'll see where their last save is. And it's at the ship, presumably after wreck ship. Oofta is right. That is a heck of a way to lose all your progress in a randomizer. That is a bug, by the way, that is not randomizer specific. It's something that can happen in the vanilla game as well. So the crash doesn't usually happen in the vanilla game, but the Dragon off-screen kill can. Yeah, it would have been better to wait, but his emulator crashed. He is determined to get this point, and Mumu Diddy is going for the speed zap scope. If he doesn't get it, I mean, Metroid MST lost about 40 minutes of progress, so... Oh, and he got it. Nicely done. That is a really tight short charge, and there's also a door right in the middle of your taps, which makes it really kind of awkward to get those taps, but nicely done by Mumu. That's not an easy short charge to get. He does only have a few missiles, like I think one super or... Oh, okay. Oh wait, I am way off. Why am I way off here? He has like... Alright, he has 12 extra missiles right now. And shot quite a few before Mother Brain could be hurt, so hopefully he doesn't miss any more. I don't know how many more he's got now. But he does have a save right before he did this. What we're going to want to look for is catch-up and still having at least 15 supers left. And I think he's right on target, so should be just fine, unless he misses anymore. And I think he has done it. Should be good. Yep. Nicely done, Mumu. It's always a little nerve-wracking to... And still not turning on plasma, by the way. It's always a little nerve-wracking to go into Mother Brain with ammo, knowing that you have a very, small amount of mistakes that can be made. I do not blame him at all for making sure he has Varia on, as somebody who has died because they thought they had Varia on and they didn't. I think doing that check is totally worth the 3 or 4 seconds it takes. Metro MST does have the advantage now of knowing basically all the checks that he needs to do. Knows that Kraid is just an E-tank and a reserve. Knows that Ice has wave. Knows X-Ray has screw attack. We'll probably want to go pick that up. So this second playthrough of sorts should be pretty quick. Knows that most of the locations are just E-tanks. Yeah, what Saber Run said. I'm just here to tell you what Saber Run knows. Just FYI. See if Mumu decides to save the animals. I'm not sure if Mumu is an animal or a frame saver. Coming up parlor, and I think our restart was gone. So I'm going to try to log in so I can switch audio to. And Mumu is indeed going to save the animals. That's hey, dude, get out! Get out! What are you? Hey, you! Thank you. There's lava filling the floor, and the Ediku is like running around thinking about what we should do. What we should do is get out. Our third crate kill coming up here. Let's see if Metro and MST can go 2 for 2. Looks like Mumu is going to go for the triple Samus. Oh, that looks good. Oh, off by just a little bit. So 2 proms for Kraid, 1 no prom, and GG to Mumu Diddy, finishing with an official SRL race time of 57:18. GG, and congratulations on your win. Hey, I'm just gonna try to update the restream to get some Metro to MST audio here. In the moment, just oh, actually, Mumu is going to go ahead and join us to chat about the race. So as soon as he gets in here, we'll chat with him. Hey, welcome, Mumu Diddy. GG.
Hello, thanks.
That was a pretty nice seed for you, especially early.
Yeah, that just space jump, plasmas, Varia, gravity, and even screw attack like in 10 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially Big Pink having both gravity and Varia like right next to each other. That's gotta make you feel pretty good. Hey, welcome,
Yeah,
Diddy. GG.
I think I got that once, but it was the old
That was
TC randomizer.
pretty
I had gravity
nice
at
seed for you,
charge
especially
missiles
early.
and Varia at charge.
Wow, that is nice. I presume towards the end you were looking for charge, and then gave up and just switched to getting miners.
Yeah, exactly.
I missed it in the credits. I never did actually see where Ice was. Metroid MST actually made a really interesting play that unfortunately did not pay off. Went straight to wreck ship after Bomb Chorizo and did find charge. That's where charge was, by the way, was at the reserve tank. But unfortunately, didn't get all of the great items that were in Green Burnstar until after wreck ship.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good thing I switched to ammunition.
Oh, grapple. Or Ice was at grapple. Okay, thank you, chat. And then, unfortunately, as you know, Metro MST killing Dragon off screen while you were in Torian, and then his emulator crashing actually afterwards means he's now running back through the rest of it again.
I'm sad for him, but maybe that's faster than waiting the full Dragon trip.
I think it's about twice as bad. I think he lost about 40 minutes of progress. He hadn't saved until just after wreck ship. Like that was his last save. So the 17 minutes or whatever he would lose waiting for Dragon would have been faster. But he looks very determined to get this point. So he's going to go through and finish up, and he knows where basically everything is at this point. So it should be pretty quick for him.
Yeah. Also, when I saw Vania Spacer, I just couldn't resist. I had to use it the whole run.
Well, the upside is you never had charge, so didn't end up using it too much. So
yeah, and I had screw attack.
Yeah, right. I mean, this seed was just handing you everything. It was, hey, oh, by the way, here's screw attack, just to make in case you were waffling about possibly going to Lower Norfair. Here's screw attack. Oh, and here's high jump boots. It was real nice. You both found your first supers at Billy Mays, which I was glad to see both runners do that check. I'm a big fan of that check.
Well, when I get power bombs in Blueprint Star, I kinda always go to Billy Maze.
Is the sound not on Metroid MST? I thought I switched it over. Oh, yeah, it totally is. Okay, that must be an old message. Sorry, I was fiddling with it. Cool. So, any other thoughts on the seed?
Maybe I picked too much missiles. But at least I didn't subtract, so that was nice.
Yeah, I don't think you were over by much. I think you might have been able to get by without opening the doors and refilling. But honestly,
I think I had maybe one or two pack too much.
I think everybody would much rather have one or two pack too many rather than, you know, have the exact amount and miss two supers and then have to start all over. Metroid MST just finishing up. Ridley heading out of Norfair, gonna head back to Dragon and try to kill him on screen. Should be a good bit faster.
A little bit, I think.
So I guess we found everything. I didn't know if anybody in chat saw where X-ray was. I'm gonna guess plasma.
I don't know.
Somebody in chat will tell us. They were watching. Cool. Well, with this win, I think you're gonna. Let's see. Where's my spreadsheet? Here we go. 3 points for this win moves you up into 4th place for chain damage. Metro MST still at the top with 20. We have 23 as soon as he finishes this race. Got pretty close, tight little race in chain damage. A lot of these divisions are really close at the top, and these next few weeks are going to be really interesting as some of the runners that haven't faced each other yet start squaring off.
Yeah. I think I am missing maybe 2 races, I think.
Oh, did you did a bunch ahead of time? Or no?
No. I just haven't raced Superman Taylor and Galen.
Oh, X-Ray and Ice were both at Croc, huh? Well, that's just Croc-tastic. Oh, hey, it's up there in chat. I could have just read rather than being lazy.
Yeah, but why reading when you can be lazy?
Right, that's what I think. I have 37 people that are here to tell me what things were. I don't need to look them up myself.
Exactly.
Also, if people have any idea how to fix a broken furnace in your house, I have one of those and could use some advice. If we have any furnace techs in the chat.
I have an idea, but that's just buying a new furnace.
I would like to avoid that, if at all possible. You know, did we see anybody check Mama Turtle? I don't remember if... I know you didn't. You were already just in miners only mode. But I don't remember if Metroid MST checked Mama Turtle or not. It must just be an E-Tank or reserve, since all the other major items are accounted for. Metroid MST going for that really sweet... oh, he's going to go check it right now. He apparently has decided that ice is still worth finding. And it is debated just a reserve tank. He fires a super at it on the way out, just to make sure that it remembers what its place is. While we wait for Metro MST to head back to Dragon, let's take a look at what the other races are that are coming up today. Later today, we have... oh, I'm going to mess up this name so bad. We have D-Drag versus Galacio Souza. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but I have no idea if I am, and I'm terrible at pronunciations. Coming up in about 45 minutes from now, they'll be racing. Hopefully that gets restreamed. I don't know if anybody has signed up yet for that one. Tomorrow we have Asder, which is the runner formerly known as Elminster, seeing Mr. Guy Average, also at 6 p.m. Eastern. And then Monday, Zen Trigger versus A Real Cutie, and Nightwolf versus Lenifus. And there's a few other runs next week as well. It's a bit of a quiet week, I think, as AGDQ is starting up on Monday. I believe it's Monday that it starts. So a lot of the runners are partaking in the festivities on the East Coast and enjoying their speedrunning shenanigans over there. Metroid MST taking a save, or at least, if nothing else, shooting it with a bunch of supers, saying, why didn't I save there? Surely it can't happen twice in a row.
Looks like AGDQ start tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Oh, nice. Well, excellent. I don't know about you, but I always look forward to the marathons and seeing the live runs. We have... there's a RBO run to close out the event by Shiny Zenny, current world record holder, so that should be a lot of fun to watch. Alright, Dragon. Great. Don't kill him off screen. Alright, it's a good spark. Alright, he's gonna wait for him to make sure he's on screen this time. Smart move. There we go. And that is the much quicker Dragon death animation. The little Dragon babies who then go and eat their mother. It's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. And he's gonna look for ice, unfortunately, only finding another E-Tank. We'll pick it up. That will allow him to do stand-up glitch. He's got his 7th E-Tank. So I guess that means Shack Tool and Plasma and Left Sandpit are all E-Tanks and reserves. Those are the only items that we don't know based on the credits. And nobody's going to be checking those. I guess I say that, but I can't guarantee that Metroid MST doesn't decide to go check Shack Tool just for fun. Go say hi. MST is definitely not going to Shack Tool. He's going out this way. I say definitely, but I could be wrong there too.
So just to say, the only race I lost was the one where I suitless check Springball. So just don't check suitless Springball. But
that is some good advice. Was there something good there at least?
An energy tank.
Well, that's too bad.
I was looking for gravity because I didn't know that you could learn fine gravity.
And Metroid MST killing Ponkfish, saying take that, you presumably Ponkfish programmed the entire game or something, so it's his fault that Dragon crashed his emulator.
Pongfish just goes right and left, just like Drake. I mean,
Accurate. And we'll see. I'm not sure. Metro MST has a little bit better ammo situation than you did. Since he has charge beam, he doesn't have to worry about saving his ammo. I'm not sure if they know the speed Zeb skip. I know you got it pretty quickly, which is very nicely done. Metro MST can just use supers to kill all of the Zebatites if they need to.
I think MST knows the strat, but not sure if he's going to do it.
And with no ice, we get the fantastic, leg-tastic Metroid kills with power bombs. Luckily, both you and Metro MST found plenty of power bombs, so you don't have to worry about drops.
Yeah, but in third round there is one trade that if you fail the power bomb, just go all the way to the left. And that happened to me.
Coincidentally, Metro MST did not get any power bomb drops yet. We'll see if he gets any off this last group. And we'll see if he goes for the baby skip. He has wave, so that makes it a lot easier. He will... Well, no. It's probably better off not refilling if he gets it, but we'll see if he goes for it.
I did not really attempt the baby skip, just because I'm way more used to lag strats.
And here he goes. Nice start. Killing off all the dust enemies there. It's tough to keep your rhythm going while those disappear since it creates a ton of lag. It looks like he's got it. Nicely done. And decides to refill before Mother Brain as well. Just to be safe, I guess. Or he wants to do stand-up. Pauses to think and back about what his run has been. if he wants to kill the Zebetite, it would take 16 supers. I believe it's 4 each. So I guess he's going to go for speed. Yeah. He could also, if he wants, kill the Zeptites with missiles and then go refill. That seemed pretty good. Oh, close. My biggest problem with this skip, as I mentioned when you did it, Mumu, is that the door transition like messes up my taps.
I do my taps before the door, so I just have to hold during the rest.
Oh, that's a good idea. I might have to get better at tapping then. Ooh, that looked good. Ah, you got it. Nicely done. First try.
First try, every try.
Well, maybe the door transition messes up my down input then. I don't know. I feel like I have more than enough space to get the taps in, but for some reason the door transition makes it harder. Maybe I'm just not good. That could be it too. Just have to work on it. I have to practice so that I don't suck as bad. Metro MST will have a much less stressful Mother Brain fight. Same number of shots as Wrigley for them. And just using Charge Beam, just sit in the corner and casually shoot. Looks like they're going to go for stand-up as well because they're refilling here. Taking out Varia. Double checking to go Varia. 24 sharp shots. Thanks, Johnny. I remember the number. Gets the damage down below 100. Gets off the floor while the metric comes in. And I'm going to try to get some charged wave plasma shots again after Mother Brain turns into Antique Mother Brain. You do see him shooting Mother Brain now. You're more than welcome to do so. It doesn't actually do any damage for Phase 3, but it is fun. Oh, Games Done Quick is doing a repeat of the last day of last year's Games Done Quick. You get your Bible thumps, your baby thumps, your T_Ts ready. Metro MSD, making sure not to hold a charge shot while the game tries to give you this beam. That also causes the game to basically lock up and wait. And he's going to be running out of Turian, getting to his ship. And we'll see if he decides to save the animals. I'm going to guess not. I feel like he's ready to get off this planet. we're going for Blue Bomber. Let's see if he can get it this time. He's refusing to leave without Blue Bomber. Oh, that looks good. Oh, not good. Oh, deciding to just spark up that time. Actually, this stream cut out a little bit. I'm going to assume he got Blue Bomber that time. Nobody can prove otherwise. Parlor with high jump always throws me off. Actually, kind of like the randomizers where I end up without high jump at the end because I can just do the same parlor climb that I did at the beginning of the game. And Metroid MST not saving the animals and finishing with an official SRL time of 1:26.12, claiming that was the best run that they have ever done. GG to Metroid MST. I'm going to go ahead and see if they want to join for a quick interview as well. And welcome to Metroid MST, aka Shy Guy. GG on the run. Congratulations on finishing.
Thank you.
It was I have to say, like okay, the drag on thing was unfortunate, but the play at the beginning to head straight to wreck ship immediately after Bomb Chorizo, I was super impressed with it. I think that is an incredibly gutsy call and something that you know, it's definitely not free. Like one E-Tank and really no other major items to go do wreck ship that early could have been a huge payoff for you. And unfortunately, Brinstar was stacked.
Yep. I found that out shortly after wreck ship. I kind of felt bad after the first two items were E-Tanks, I believe. Then I got Spring Ball. Then I got charged. I'm like, none of that's necessarily what I wanted. Spring Ball was kind of okay, because I was kind of hoping we'd get a Suitless Meridia section. Spring Ball would be very helpful for that, but when I found nothing there, I was like, oh no. If he went the other way, there's no chance. And then, you know, both suits decided to stack on top of each other.
Yeah.
And there was no art crash tanks early, so there was good stuff throughout all the way up until like Spazer.
Yeah, I mean it was loaded. It was both suits, and then if you went down, you got screw attack and high jump boots, and plenty of E-Tanks and ammo to go basically all the way through Lord Norfair first. It was pretty crazy, but a gutsy play nonetheless, and one that I really respect. Is a lot of fun to see. And I was really hoping for it to pay off. Unfortunately, we actually saw, as you were leaving Fantoon, we saw both suits in Brinstar.
Yep.
And so I did say, I was like, well, I hope at least like maybe Charge is there, like that could pay off. And luckily you did find Charge. And I think that ended up saving you quite a bit of time because Mumu never picked it up and had to go out of his way for quite a bit of ammo. Unfortunately, it did not save you 42 minutes. Having to reset at Dragon.
Yeah, I had never actually done that before. I knew of it, but I'm like, I did it. I'm like, wait, he went left after no, that's not what I wanted. So I was sitting there, I was typing in the IRC there. It's like, well, And then as I'm typing, because Mumu was asking me if something crashed, I'm like, no, nothing crashed. I just did something stupid. As I'm typing, my emulator decided, nope, I'm just gonna not work right now. So I had to reset entirely and basically do everything after the wreck ship again.
Yep, that is really unfortunate, but you know, GG for sticking it out and going through. At least the second time through, you knew where everything was.
Yeah, it was a little bit quicker that way. You could have just played the seed that way and it would have been fine, because this was the freest hour and a half long seed that ever was.
Yeah, by far the fastest 1 hour 38-minute and 50-second seed.
That's not what I wanted.
For sure.
So I was
or 1:26:12.
I'm not sure.
Way off.
Yeah, the timers. There's something with the race spot in there. That's if something crashed. Like, no, nothing crashed. Yeah, I don't know what it's smoking, but it lost 12 minutes somewhere.
That's really weird. Yeah, that is strange because I had to reset entirely. I remember seeing that. I don't know if your timer is 12 minutes slow or the race spot is 12 minutes.
This is the first time I've ever seen them have more than a couple seconds difference. And normally race spot's slower than my timer. It was a little bit quicker. Oh my. So that's a little. I saw that. I'm like, that's unusual. This was the freest, but no, this was it was fun. This, in spite of certain things happening, it was fun.
1 hour 38-minute and 50 seconds. Awesome. Well, it sounds like we're getting echoes on the audio as well. I don't know if you have the stream audio on.
I'm not sure anymore. Yeah, the timers.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else you want to say about the seed or any other interesting thoughts with it?
Now that we're in the back half of the randomizer league, this is where all the losses are coming for me.
I remember seeing that. Well,
I mean, that's what's going to happen here.
We'll see. I don't know. I think if you keep making gutsy plays like that, like anything can happen. I mean, if you go to wreck ship and it's Varia and high jump instead of 2 E-tanks.
Wreck ship is very make or break. I got the speed booster. I'm like, well, I'm going to go for it. And it's you're either going to win or lose based on that. So I took the chance right there at the start. So it didn't work out this time.
Well, hopefully next time it pays off. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. We've got another race coming up, by the way, in about 23 minutes. For those of you that are waiting for that one, that'll be starting soon. Metroid MST, once again, thanks for joining me. GG on the race. Congratulations on finishing after losing 40 minutes to an emulator crash. I can tell you myself, I would be like, well, I want that 40 minutes back. I'm just going to leave.
Yeah, I wanted my point.
Well, that's why you're in the lead of the division, frankly. You get those points. Cool. Thank you everybody for joining. Make sure to follow those runners. I'm gonna go ahead and do the exclamation point R. Hey, it's updated and everything. Make sure to follow those runners. They put on an entertaining show and put themselves out for you, all for your entertainment. And thanks again for joining me, Metroid MST, and I will see you all later.